All right, it is currently 11:58 at night, so it's about to be midnight, and I wanted to film a quick video because I'm really wanting to be on my YouTube grind and post content that's actually going to help change your guys' lives, or at least change some people's, or give people a new perspective on things. So in today's video, I'm going to go over 7 things that will destroy your life. And so these are things that I used to do in my own life and that I have learned from, and that hopefully you can learn from as well. And these are things that I used to do that made my life 10 times harder for absolutely no reason. Like, I could have just not done these things and I would be way further than where I am right now. But I'm very blessed to be where I'm at right now. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So the first habit that ruined my life was not drinking enough water. I did not realize how valuable water actually was to you. When I was younger, yes, I'm one of those weird kids. I used to hate the taste of water. I couldn't stand it at all. And I don't know why. Even to this day, I don't find water good, but I just drink it just because I know that it's good for you. And when I tell you, I drink a lot of it. I try to drink almost a gallon of water daily, or at least very close to that. Reason being is because whenever you keep yourself hydrated, it'll help your skin, it'll help you with headaches, it'll help your body function. Like, you are like 70, 90% water or something like that. So you need to make sure that you are staying hydrated. If you're not drinking enough water, then you're not gonna be able to function properly. And it's best to drink filtered water. You shouldn't be drinking tap water, and try to avoid water from plastic bottles because they have microplastics, and microplastics are absolutely awful for you, which that's a whole nother topic. But as long as you're drinking water, that's a start. So make sure that you are drinking as much water as possible without overdoing it, because obviously you can always have too much of everything. But make sure that you are drinking water consistently and you are staying hydrated. It'll de-bloat your face, like just all around. It will help you in the long run. You need water to function, so drink water. The second habit that made my life absolutely miserable was more watching than actually doing. Now, what I mean by that is, for example, you're watching this video right now. You're probably watching this video because you're wanting to improve your life in some way, shape, or form. But what you don't realize is watching doesn't mean you're actually doing something. So you can watch this video all day long, you can watch all these other videos, but none of it is actually gonna matter until you actually do something about it. Let's say you want to improve your physique and look better. If you're watching all these gym videos on how do I look better, how do I do X exercise, how do I do this, but you're never actually doing any of these exercises, you spend more time watching than actually doing, then you're consuming more than what you're producing, and that's gonna destroy you in the long run, because it means that you're just a potato. Like, you're not moving, you're just an isolated being who's just breathing. And at the end of the day, if you want to be successful, you need to make sure that you're actually executing and taking action. Having a goal and a dream isn't the hard part. The hard part is the execution of these so-said goals and dreams. Because with me, for example, and I'm not trying to flex or be egotistical or anything, but since the age of 18, I've been living my own. I've been building up my online brand and my online presence, and I feel as if I've made very good progress. And every single day, I'm learning so much than what I knew before. So if you're wanting to also, reach that point, you need to make sure you're actually doing and you're trying. Now, obviously, certain things you need to do more research, but when it comes to just average daily life things, make sure you are executing more than you are consuming. So yeah, it's helped me out a lot, and I swear it will completely change your life as long as you start actually taking action. Number 3 is a quick one, and it's just straight up just not stretching. Before I did a workout when I was younger, I'd raw dog it and go straight into it. You need to make sure that you stretch. Now, don't call me Unk. I know everyone loves calling me that. By no means am I an Unk. I'm 20. Like, I'm so young. It's crazy. But everyone likes calling me an Unk. You need to make sure that you are stretching, because it will help you out in the long run. Make sure that you're not just raw dogging yourself into a workout. Simply stretch, loosen up your body first, and also cool down after your workout. After doing aggressive workout, don't just end it, go for a light walk afterwards. Just make sure that you are actually relaxing your body and easing in and out of your workout phase versus relaxation phase. It'll help you out. Number 4, something that I have been really working on recently and am going to do a lot this summer, which is not getting enough sunlight. Sunlight is so vital for you. It is actually crazy. And here's the thing, obviously everybody's schedule is different. If you can't get any access to sunlight, like whether it's your job or school, take vitamin D pills, because vitamin D pills is a good supplement for what the sun can actually provide for you. And the reason why sunlight is so good is because, one, it improves your mood. It allows you to think happy thoughts, compared to if you're just isolated all day in a dark room, it's not good for your mental. And believe me, I live on my own. I'm always working in my dark office, in my house. Open up a blind, go for an occasional walk outside. One, it's good for your body to just move, but also it's good to get that sunlight. Your body is designed to be outside. Also, you'll get a good tan, if done properly. You'll get that vitamin D that you need. And it'll improve your overall mood, especially if you're someone who feels anxious or has anxiety or often goes through depressive mood swings. Simply being outside will help that dramatically. I can promise you that. So make sure you get sunlight. Number 5 is a massive thing that I swear none of these other YouTubers or content creators talk about, and it's taking medication. Do not overtake medication for the smallest things. Obviously, there are things where you have to take medication, and especially if you're prescribed something, I'm not giving you medical advice telling you to stop taking prescription medication. But what I am saying is, when I was younger, if I had a simple small headache, I would take acetaminophen, ibuprofen, all these different medications I would just take to just suppress that short-term pain when there's probably something that's causing that pain to begin with. So don't just throw all these medications into your system. It's completely awful for you unless you have to have. So if let's say you have a headache, for example, it's probably because you're dehydrated. You know, it could be so many different things that medicine is only putting a band-aid over the issue. It's like having a gun wound, and instead of actually assisting the wound, all you're doing is putting a band-aid over it thinking, oh no, it's fine, it'll fix itself eventually. You're not fixing the core problem, which is what you need to make sure that you're actually doing to improve yourself rather than just taking medication trying to suppress it. So just make sure that you're not taking medication for the smallest things and only take medication when it is absolutely necessary and it is your last resort. Try doing natural things. Like with me, I've been taking supplements, which have made it to where I don't need medicine because I'm taking such good care of my body. Like my skin has cleared up massively. Of course, there's still like some things on it, but I've been really, you can say, looks maxing for the past 2 to 3 months, and I'm genuinely noticing the biggest difference I've ever had in my entire life. It's crazy. And it's just from simple things by just not overtaking medication, because when I wake up in the morning, I take vitamin D, I take fish oil, and I take raw honey. I do all these different things, and I notice a massive difference throughout the day because I'm not just taking medications, I'm taking supplements just beneficial for my body. So moral of the story, don't overtake a medication. It'll help you out in the long run. Figure out what the root of the problem is, not putting a band-aid over it. Which leads me into my next point, number 6, which is neglecting your body and skin. When I was younger, I would pop all my pimples. I would rub my hands all over my face when it wasn't needed. You need to take care of your skin and body. Like, it's simple, it's honestly hygiene. Like, my hygiene used to not be very good. And especially since living on my own, I've been trying to make an impact and a difference with it. For example, just moisturize your face. Wash it in the shower. Don't rub your hands all over it. Wash your pillow sheets. You know, there's so many different things that you could be doing to take care of your skin. Wear sunscreen. For a while there, I was against sunscreen, but then I realized sunscreen can actually be pretty beneficial for you. You know, and make sure that, you know, you're keeping yourself well groomed. Become aware of products that you're rubbing all over your face. Are they good for you? Are they natural? You know, there's so many different things to just take in and consider. Try doing this. That's not what this video is for. And if you want me to make a video on it, I'd be more than happy to, because I've been seeing tons of progress with it. But go do your own research on how you can improve your skin. You know, what products are you using? Do they have safe chemicals in them? Do they have chemicals at all? Are they natural? Like, there's so many things to think about and consider when taking care of your skin and body that people don't think about. And if you, like I said, if you want me to make a video about it, just let me know. I'd be so down to make a video. But yeah, take care of your skin and body. And finally, number 7, which is probably the most important, is enjoy the present moment. You know how often when I was a kid, I'm so focused on what's the next step? How can I mature? My entire life growing up, I was always ahead of the game. I always hung out with older people, older kids. And I realize now I rush through life way too quickly. I took such advanced level classes that I was able to skip an entire grade and graduate early because I took college level classes and I didn't even want to go to college. And so I didn't even have a graduation. I never walked across the stage because I felt as if I was better than that. And which I still don't really care about it to this day. It's just the principle about it of you need to live in the present moment. Don't rush things too quickly, and instead of chasing short-term dopamine, chase long-term gratification. That's what you need to be working towards. So focus on, how can I improve myself long-term? How can I improve my body long-term? You know, I can't just take what I have for granted now, because eventually the life that you're living now won't always be the life that you're living one way or another. Eventually everything will come to an end. So enjoy what you have now. That way you have good memories whenever you're old. And also take care of yourself. That way whenever you get older, you can look back on yourself and be like, you know what? I'm glad I worked on myself then. That way I don't have to work on myself now. You should always be working on yourself, but it's just certain principles, because there are so many adults nowadays who are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, even just of all ages, haven't figured it out yet. And no, you will never truly figure it out, but it's just having some sort of structure to your life and some sort of clarity. There's so many people who don't have that. And so you want to make sure that you are living in the present moment and you're aware on what you're doing right now that will impact your future. Just become conscious of it. I'm not even gonna go even too into detail, which once again, I can make a video on it. On all these topics, I could easily make 15 long-minute videos about them. Don't rush everything. Take your time, focus on improving, become aware on what you're doing, become aware on if you're doing more good than bad, but don't rush it, because great things come to those who wait, but also people who take action. And you can wait and take action at the same time. You know, there are no shortcuts in life. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm 20 years old with a house. You know, I run multiple online businesses. You try to rush it, it's gonna go awful for you. Your life's gonna suck if you try to take shortcuts and not enjoy the process and enjoy the present moment. But anyways, yeah, those are 7 habits that will destroy your life, if not change. I appreciate you guys for being here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'm trying to be more real in these videos. Hopefully you can tell based off my energy. I don't know. It's 12 o'clock. It's midnight. I'm half asleep. I'm gonna go Looks Max. I'm gonna go Mog. I might Goon Max as well. Been really getting into that. But yeah, if you enjoyed, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what type of videos you want me to go over. And yeah, y'all have a nice day / night. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.